Lines we'll get into them in greater detail. But let's talk about some news flow now. Indoco Remedies has announced the launch of Fevindo, which is the company's Favipiravir tablet. Remember, the drug has been approved by the DCGI in the treatment of COVID-19. Aditi Khare is with us. She's Managing Director of Indoco Remedies to take some questions around this. Aditi, thanks very much. Great to have you with us here. Could you talk to us about the pricing, the competition? What do you hope to do with this drug?
Yeah. So Fevindo is, as you said, a Favipiravir brand. And Favipiravir has been the first line of solid oral treatment approved by the government for treating mild to moderate COVID-19 diseases. And as of now, the market size is close to 170 crore about. There are a lot of players in the market, but we have launched the Favipiravir brand, Fevindo, as a 400 mg strength. Fevindo 400, therefore, is one of the very few players in the market with a 400 milligram strength. While Favipiravir works very well in mild to moderate cases of COVID-19, the problem is the immensely high number of tablets that need to be taken by patients. So for the 200 milligram strength, you needed to take 18 tablets at a time. With the 400 mg strength, which we have launched, patients are now able to take half the number of tablets. So basically, Fevindo 400, therefore, will give much better compliance because it will be more convenient. And your question on cost, just to bring that to the table, ours is the cheapest therapy available in the market today. For a 7-day course of Favipiravir, Fevindo 400, a person would have to shell out around 2,100 rupees, which is the cheapest for a 7-day course. For 14 days, which is required in higher cases, stronger cases, it would be around 4,200. So a very exciting product. We are very happy to launch it in the market.
Aditi, afternoon, what are the kind of volumes you expect? You told us the market size is 170 crore, but for Indoco Remedies, what will it mean in terms of a revenue potential in the coming quarters?
Yeah, so just to tell you, coming quarters, yeah, I'm glad you said that because we are at the end of Q2. We are looking at an annual brand size of around 100 crore. So, which is great for a company of our size. Our largest brand is a 100 crore brand today, which is sold in the market. So it's indeed a great opportunity. But more than the opportunity, what I'd like to say is at Indoco, we've already had a basket for COVID-19. We've had products like Carvol Plus, Rexidin mouthwash, which have been used for prevention of COVID-19. And with ATM and Febrex Plus, we've been partly in the pre-COVID treatment scenario, when the patients believe they have temperature but don't know whether it's COVID. But with Fevindo 400, we actually step into the treatment or cure of disease. So for us at Indoco, it's very exciting because it takes us from prevention into cure.
Aditi, how's the rest of the portfolio doing?
Rest of the portfolio is as good as it can be. As you know, in lockdown, it has been very tough on consumers. It has been very tough on doctors who have not been able to practice. And ours is a company which 99% of the turnover, at least in the India market, comes from ethical business, which is driven by prescriptions. So we've done as well as we could. But obviously, consumption is a little lower than last year.
How many ANDAs are currently in the pipeline? If you could just throw some more light on the launch pipeline for you.
Yeah, so as of now, we have around 53 ANDAs filed with US FDA at various stages. And you might be aware that the company went through severe challenges on the regulatory front in 2017 and 18. We are just about coming out of those challenges, have successfully closed most of the regulatory queries now. And consequence to that, we've been getting a lot of ANDA approvals. In fact, lockdown was a period and phase in which we got maximum approvals of ANDAs, and consequently products got launched in US in this phase. So the run rate going forward around 4 to 6 ANDA approvals coming in every year is what is the expectation. That should take us, make US our second largest business in the company after India business by the end of the year.
How many of these filings are in partnerships with global companies? How many of them are on your own?
So around 23 of the 53 are partnered with Teva. They are in the sterile products, ophthalmics and injectables, largely ophthalmics. Other than that, most of the others are injectables and solid orals, which are largely our own filings. We are also vertically integrated on most of these products. As you know, Indoco is a company which started out as a formulation player and backward integrated into APIs when we were very clear about our US strategy. So 90% of our ANDAs have backward integration. We make the APIs ourselves. We own the filings other than in the ophthalmic space. And going forward, therefore, we look forward for a good 2 to 3 years for the company from, the situation it's been in for the last couple of years.
ICRA recently upgraded the rating for your debt instruments. What is the current debt on the books? Is there a plan to bring it down?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, Indoco is a company which over the last 5 years went down on profitability, and we are just beginning to look up this year. Last year, when we declared a profit of 24 crores also, we wrote off a debt of close to 30 crores. And going ahead, as both India and international business start doing very well, we expect to be able to repay a lot of long-term debt, which is the first thing on the agenda. We are a very financially disciplined company. I'm really looking forward to possibly becoming debt-free in 3 years.
Aditi, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much. Good guidance there. Appreciate your time here on CNBC TV 18. Thank you.